Hey friends, I just left the dentist's office. I told you I would give you an update after I got the crown or tooth. I'm not sure what they're calling it, but the tooth actually put on the implant rod. Today was the day. Let me just walk you through what happened before I show you up close the results. So I got there. They told me they were going to shape my gums, which because I never had a tooth there before, that was necessary to make it look more natural. And when I say I'd never had a tooth there before, I only had a baby tooth. I never grew an adult tooth there. And so the gums just kind of grew straight. It never grew the arch that most teeth grow. So that was the first thing. He used a laser to do that. Before he started, he numbed me with a needle and lidocaine, I guess is what was in it. So the needle hurt like a pinch. And then after that, you couldn't really feel anything. I felt pressure and sometimes little pinches where I think he was literally pinching on my gums with the tools by accident, but I couldn't feel the laser. I could smell a burnt smell every now and then, but I couldn't feel anything as far as that goes. And then after that, it was him putting the tooth in, lasering some more gum, etc., etc., etc. So I didn't get to see the tooth at all until it was completely finished. I don't know if that's just something that he does personally to make sure that everything is all the way done so nobody freaks out before the freaking out should be done. But I didn't get to see anything until it was all the way in, and he felt satisfied with everything. Before I even saw it, he went ahead and told me there was an issue. And the issue was I have really high arches, I guess you can say. So like if you look at my natural teeth, they arch up really high. And so when I say they, the people who made the implant, when they made the tooth for the implant rod, they didn't make the fake tooth with that high arch. So he said, right now with it in, you can see some of the actual implant rod. You can see that black rod. Because the actual white part of the tooth doesn't arch up high enough. So what's going to happen is I'm wearing it now for a week. I go back Monday. And that is to allow the gum tissue that he lasered to heal and to kind of form its shape. And then on Monday, we're going to take a new impression. And we're going to send that impression and the fake tooth back off to the lab, and they're going to add more composite or white composite fake tooth material to it to fit my mouth better. So there's that obviously is an issue. Some other things I don't like about it is it's a little wider than I want. Yes, I want it to fill up the space that's there, but I also want it to match the other tooth that's in the same spot on the other side. I also don't necessarily like the angle that it's at. I know that it needs to fill the space and match the angle that the teeth are going in. My orthodontist had to kind of catty corner my front teeth here, which I hate because of the root issue that I had going on. But then that also made that fake tooth also kind of jut outward, where I was hoping it would be kind of more straight up and down. But he said we can work on filing that in a way to make it look less catty-cornered once the other issues are solved by the lab. So he's gonna work with me in the office to shape it once the lab does its part. So I'm gonna show you up close. So if you look, obviously I had gum lasered down today, so that needs to heal. But when I smile, you can see the black. Let's see if I can see. That black that you see is the implant rod. And then that's what he's going to get fixed by the lab. So they're going to make this tooth arch up more like my natural teeth. The color, and I've been drinking sweet tea this morning, so my teeth aren't perfectly clean like they normally are, but I mean, I'm almost 40 years old, so these are pretty much my teeth color. It matches pretty good. They did a really good job with the matching of the colors, right? But if you look, you can see how it's cattied. I'm not real crazy about it. I'd rather it be more in line with this tooth as far as the straightness goes. But they matched them more with these teeth. So, I can't stand how these look from the side. But it is what it is. And if you compare this to this one, it is a little wider. So he's going to work on making it appear smaller by kind of, what are the words he used? Coming down on these corners a little bit. And he also said once they make it taller, it'll appear more narrow. Anyways, when I'm just talking, minus the black part, it looks okay. I took a still photo of myself, and they looked all walkie-jawed, which I'm not real happy about. So I'm still on the fence as to whether or not this was the right path for me. I almost feel like I should have just shaved them all down and got porcelain caps or whatever they're called. And I'm still not against that route if I don't like the way this turns out. I put a lot of money into this mouth over the years, and I just want it right. I'm tired of being self-conscious about it. So if this is not what I want, if this turns out not to look good, then I'm just hell with it, and I'm gonna do something else. So anyways, I'll update again once they send this tooth off and it comes back. But just know that if you're gonna do an implant, especially if it's a front tooth, I think of the back teeth, it's not gonna matter that much because nobody's gonna see it. But if it's a front tooth, it's not a short process. There's a lot of things they have to tweak and send off and send in, and you gotta heal. It's not fast. So this is just another video of an update. I got more appointments and more time. So once I send this thing off, I'll be back in my retainer with my fake tooth in it until it comes back. So